Aha! Welcome audience to the follow to the Wachowski's legendary Matrix trilogy. This is the Speed Racer film.
Oh! But Wiz, the Wachowskis made the Matrix trilogy. Why the fuck are they doing the film based on an Indies cartoon?
Aha! Because, Pedro, you see, the Wachowskis wanted to tap into something from their childhood, and even though because you know, they're big fans of anime, aren't they?
Wow! That was a part of their childhood? I would have never guessed.
Oh yes, aha! And guess what? And this film was supposed to be one of the big summer blockbuster of the year, of the summer of 2008. But guess what? The film bombed like the film bombed like Big Pie.
Oh.
Okay, so audience. So audience. I apologize for the quickness, but I have to do this real quickly. Okay, audience. But when I get the countdown from 3, 2, 1, click, you press click on your DVD or VCR player.
Aha.
Hey, ready, audience?
It should be right before the first logo.
Yes. Okay, audience. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1, click.
Alright,
am I tripping balls already?
But it's a logo.
Cover your eyes, Shuri.
Okay.
It's a logo.
Yes.
Yes, this is
why with Warner Brothers logo is tripping balls?
Dude, this is so deep.
Okay, Wachowskis. I know that Speed Racer.
I will be playing Mario Kart for the majority of this movie. Otherwise, it will kill me.
Ooh! Are you going on the Wii U?
No, I am on the DS actually.
Okay, so we start off with
Speed
Racer.
And he's literally on speed.
Yeah. What?
Apparently.
What? Also, is this film? What are we doing here?
It's been a while since I've seen the.
Okay, Shiro, you can look now.
It's been a while since I've seen the Speed Racer show.
I haven't seen the original show. What should I know?
They talk. Okay, the thing about Speed Racer, Terry, is one of those so bad they're hilarious shows where the character, the way the show was dubbed, the anime was dubbed, they talk like they're on speed, it's so.
Get it? Because it's called Speed Racer.
There was also a few.
But trust me, it's kind of hilarious, and the animation and the angle is pretty funny. Trust me.
There was also
this one, however, is not so bad. It's funny. It's just so bad. It's stupid and annoying.
There was also some legit moments in the show, but from what I can gather, none of those legit moments show up in this movie.
What's with this film's editing?
Or lack thereof.
It keeps cutting from the.
Was this movie edited by Mark Regent?
I've already seen this actress. Not the one we showed there, the other one.
Let me quickly. I know who she is, but I'm drawing a blank. Hold on. Because I actually got a pretty star cast. Yeah, Emil Hirsch. Yeah.
Yeah, they got all sorts. They got Christina Ricci.
No, that's the guy. No, that's the guy who plays Speed. Hold on, hold on, Matthew Fox. Oh yeah, Susan Sarandon.
So this kid is
borderline
autistic and is imagining cars crashing.
Okay, Shiroi, cover your eyes.
Okay.
Basically, we're looking at pretty colors flying towards speed.
So, how sensitive are you to color, Shiroi? Is it like when they're rushing at you?
This never happened in the cartoon, by the way, Theo. This is just the Wachowskis being weird fucks.
I know.
Mostly flashing colors, yes, Jover, and flashing lights.
I'm more disturbed by the fact that the Wachowskis think that Speed's passion for racing comes off as borderline autistic.
Okay, now you can look.
Like, seriously, this is some... these kids should be recovered in Arkham Asylum.
Like, Joe, but basically the only difference between me and an epileptic is that I won't have a fit from this.
Okay.
It'll just hurt.
It's actually kind of sad. They actually got John Goodman, Susan Sarandon.
Wait, there's John Goodman in this movie?
Yeah, John Goodman is Speed's father.
Oh, God. Wait, what?
What? Jesus Christ, this... Ugh.
I already seen this actor, too.
Okay, look at the way this movie looks. Look at the look of the world. It looks
like a live-action Dr. Seuss movie.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It looks like Cat in the Hat.
It looks so cheap.
I don't get this. I mean, Speed Racer didn't...
You can tell everything in here is a CGI background.
At least George Lucas attempted to make it not look CGI. What the hell's this?
Yeah. Some people might say, well, it's supposed to look like a cartoon.
But Speed Racer didn't even look like this.
Make an animated movie?
But it's not supposed to look like a cheap cartoon.
And Speed Racer didn't even really have... whatever.
Annoying kid.
Who's going to grow up to be Emil Hirsch.
By the way, and that's his older brother, played by Matthew Fox. And for those who haven't seen the cartoon, he's going to be a very important character. And I'm just going. Don't speak yet, Jove and Dwebs. Don't say yet how exactly, because I want to see if Teo can guess. Because it's so easy.
The basket rival covered in black thing.
So you at least know something.
No, but I played F-Zero.
Okay.
Basically, Speed Racer, like Ace Attorney, was sort of meant to be a representation of American summer guards. One of the distinct features. Oh, you want to go first?
The way the wrestlers are shot, it's literally like look at this.
So, in the meantime, let's talk about something good. The original show. Basically, one distinct feature of Speed Racer the show was the westernization of their characters' physical appearances, and to some extent their mentality. This is partly due to Tatsuo Yoshida's affinity for the United States through portrayals of American life in numerous films.
And this is how the United States repays him.
So, no. This is how the Wachowskis pay him. We do not allow them to represent us as a country. Besides, aren't they Canadian?
I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't care.
So yeah, basically in Speed Racer, the fair complexion and American attire can be seen as an example of something called mukakiksi, which means stateless. But it can take many unconventional forms.
Jesus Christ. I can barely tell what's going on in these two colors.
Is this a presentation for the PS4? And
by the way, Shiro, are you okay there?
Yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Shuffle.
Okay.
Basically, the thing was that Speed Racer, the show, it was sort of one of the first animes that did the whole animation thing.
Okay, who are these cameos that I'm supposed to recognize?
No, they're not cameos, at least not that I know.
One of the cameos, I think it was the first commentator. I think he was actually the original voice of Speed Racer.
I guess it's the old guy then.
Yeah.
Anywho, basically, one of the reasons Speed Racer the anime is so popular is that it started the trend of, having anime characters not look so Japanese. And, giving them the weird hairdos and everything. Basically,
yes, it looks like a cartoon from it looks like a character from the 50s.
Okay, okay, guys, can you tell me when you get to 649?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
That's actually okay. To be fair, hold on. I mean, kind of dips. Okay,
and click.
Okay.
To be fair, that thing that the Mach 5 just did is an actual feature from the original cartoon.
Wait,
so
hang on. Yeah. Isn't it the Mach 6 here?
No. Is it? I think it's the Mach 5 actually.
I think it said 6 on his car.
Oh come on! You couldn't even get the number right. Watch out!
Hang on. Let me. I can't see the number.
No one can.
I can't. Hang on. If I can get.
I can see shit. Period. Look at this. Look at the way this is shot. This is so obnoxious to look at.
I need a better look. I can't.
Ugh. Hold on. I'll look it. I'll look it up. Oh, Jesus Christ! This movie.
Also, why don't you have goggles?
Yeah, it's the Mach 5. It's the Mach 5. Well, this is what the. Okay, slow down.
I might as well ask you now. I know that you are in some sort of rivalry with Felix of the SSMB about this movie because he seems to actually likes it. Oh God, John Goodman, what have they done to you? Actually, what are his arguments?
He claims this is faithful to the original show.
Oh shit!
No, I mean, so far it doesn't seem that too far off of the show, aesthetics aside.
But Jova, they're not talking in an incredibly hilarious, funny way.
To give them credits, at least we're not pretentious.
Not to mention the races in the original cartoon were not
Racism.
this colored like this. The races. The races in the original cartoon were not this colorful, and I could actually see what was going on.
Oh, the races.
Yeah, I mean, look at it.
Can you even tell what the fuck is going on?
I actually can, sadly.
I mean, say what you want about the original cartoon. At least there, you could actually see what the fuck was going on.
I can see what's going on in here, but I will admit, it is a bit crazy. Though I guess they're trying to capture the overall idea.
Wait, what? Monkey?
Yes, there's
What?
a monkey.
Oh, yes. Basically, there's a thing. The comic relief characters in the show are his younger brother and his pet monkey. And
No. It's Pedro. It's number 6 there.
but it says Mach 5 on
Yeah, but
IMDb.
it says number 6 on the car.
What are you
Hi,
talking
Christina
about?
Ricci.
Pedro, it said on.
Wait,
It said on
she's Christina Ricci in this movie?
Pedro, it
Yeah,
says
she-
Pedro on his car. Just it said number 6.
I know, but on IMDb it says Mach 5. So what do you?
So yeah, the Wachowskis go.
Hold on. Let me get a look at it myself. Let's see.
Basically, Jova, not Jova. Basically,
Actually, no, Dwibs. On the cover of the movie itself, there's also a 5.
I mentioned the race. It just said number 6 on the car.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it
that
did,
was a
Joe.
5 too.
No, it said 6 on it.
no, it had 6, Jova.
Well, let me
Anyway.
I'll have another look at it, then we'll see.
Oh my god, how can you be so obsessed with cars?
Oh wow! Ow! What the?
Don't worry, Shiro. Just cover your eyes. Don't look at it.
Like, it's even said in this show that Speed was so obsessed with racing since a child.
Anyway, just to answer Teo's question, Christina Ricci plays Speed Racer's girlfriend since childhood, Trixie. And yeah, that's about as complex as the character is. She's just the girlfriend. I mean, granted, even in the show, she was that bland, but at least the show didn't take
Could
itself
be
seriously.
worse. Could be like Christina Ricci and Casper.
I feel like this.
I
this
actually
movie was meant to be animated.
I actually kind of liked her in Casper. True, that movie had a lot of problems, but I actually found the acting to be one of the least offensive things in that movie. Wow, even
So
John.
again, can you answer my other question that I made recently?
What is-
Even in the original show, Speed was so obsessed with
Yeah.
cars
No,
as a child.
no. In the original show, he's only passionate about it, but it doesn't, it doesn't borderline into obsession.
Obsession. I mean, the way they,
Yeah,
as I said, the way they portray it is borderline autistic.
Yeah, it is. Trust me, Teo. This is not like the show. Trust me. The Wachowskis are completely missing the mark here in terms of characterization. Anyway, yeah, the cool. What Trixie just said, "Cool beans." That's actually a natural. That's the kind of her catchphrase in the show. Like every time something.
Oh yeah, can I mention that I hate these kind of shots in this film? The ones where the heads just fly past the screen.
Everybody does, except for Felix. Anyway, yeah. Now he's going away. I don't even know why, because they don't bother to actually establish these characters. But yeah.
Goes because.
Oh, by the way, fun fact, apparently, before Emil Hirsch was cast as Speed Racer in this film, apparently actors Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Shia LaBeouf were previously considered for the role.
Wow.
I can see Shia LaBeouf. I can see Shia LaBeouf, but fortunately, Joseph didn't come to this movie because it could have ruined his career.
Also better, to prepare for the role, Hirsch watched every Speed Racer episode and visited Lowe's Motor Speedway, where he met with driver Jimmy Johnson.
I'm guessing Joseph wisely chose, 500 Days of Summer over this.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I can give the actor playing Speed Racer credit, he seems to be doing a well enough job.
Well, considering he's got a shit script to work with, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Pedro, since we're talking about success and everything, I looked up Garden of Words, and apparently it's Makoto Shinkai's most popular and most successful film.
No, it's not. That's 5 meters per
No,
second.
seriously, look it up on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Jova,
It has the
maybe you should get a more reliable source.
No,
because
no,
anyone can literally get it at Wikipedia. You know that, right?
It comes from the references, though. I actually looked at it. It actually has good reception and everything.
Why are you even bringing it up here anyway?
I figured since we were talking about it, and since nothing important back then was happening. I would admit, so far this movie seems
as Teo said, Speed Racer's brother is going to become Racer X, a mysterious rival racer whose identity is a mystery to everyone except for the audience because it's incredibly obvious that it's him.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, his little brother?
No, his older brother.
Ah, that one, yeah.
So let me get this straight. There are 3 brothers. John Goodman is the father, and they have a pet monkey.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I guess so far, I mean, this film doesn't seem too bad so far. I mean, it seems to have some proper appreciations of the show.
Not really.
What the
What the-
fuck?
What the heck?
When
What
guy
the-
was speaking in Italian. Okay, I have to read here. I'll ask
Okay,
you time
movie.
later.
Can you please choose what plot point to focus on? Are you going to start with the childhood or the adulthood? Pick one.
Actually, do we even
What
know
the
if this
hell
is
is
his childhood
going
or...
on here?
How do we even know if this is his childhood and not his little brother or something?
Okay, is this okay? Did David Cage get inspiration for Beyond
Oh
Two
my God,
Souls?
we
Yeah,
literally
let's jump
saw-
between the adult parts and the childhood parts at random. That's genius.
What the hell?
Eh?
Welcome to Speed. Well, Chiroy, welcome to the Speed Racer movie. What the fuck is going on? There you go. Oh yeah, apparently Rex died, except not, because we all know that he's Racer X secretly. Yeah, I don't care.
Oh no, I cared about him so much. He was on screen for like an entire 5 minutes.
They handle Racer X way better in this show, if you ask me.
They did, yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, that guy was talking specifically. Okay, can you give me back the time?
15, 26, 27, 38.
Okay, I'm in
Oh my god, it does
15,
have a 6 on it.
59.
What time are you at, Joe?
16. 16.0.
Okay.
So, let me get this straight. This car has a 5 on it, and unlike the cover art for this movie, there's a 5
Yeah.
on there, yet for some reason in the actual movie, even though they
The
call it the
CGI
Mach
artist
5,
made a
it's a
mistake.
Mach 6. Why?
You figured that one out. Anyway.
Or maybe this car's going to end up getting
3,
destroyed,
2,
and then they'll make the
1.
Mach 5 or
Okay,
something.
actually, later on you do see the
Okay.
Mach 5.
Okay. Then here's my theory. Something bad's going to happen to this car, and that'll make him have to use the Mach 5.
Yeah, but nope, Joe, they only use the Mach 5 for one race. After that, they go back to 6.
I know that, but I'm saying it's like, well, my fear is like, well, there'll probably be something that has him use the Mach 5, even though he should be using the Mach 5 more often. Okay, I will admit that is rather stupid.
Ew. What?
And now it's time to meet the bad guy, I
Yeah,
guess.
pat your ass in a kid's movie. Merry Christmas.
or Happy Summer, more accurately.
I'm so evil because I have a champagne cup in my hand.
And I'm just a silhouette.
Ah,
Ah!
Oh, ew!
Okay.
That's worse than all the epileptic lighting.
What?
Only in a house with John Goodman people are watching can watch this shit.
what the hell is he even watching?
Beavis and Butthead, the anime edition.
You know, wouldn't it make more sense if we actually...
What the fuck?
You know, wouldn't this be a better time to see, you know, like, maybe them watching stuff from the original cartoon?
What the hell is going on?
What?
So, Pedro, about that weed.
Yeah!
Oh my god, even subtitles in Comic Sans.
Okay,
This is
okay,
good.
The
stuff.
Wachowskis actually approved subtitles in Comic Sans.
okay, Wachowskis. It's a movie about Speed Racer. You know, Speed Racer is quite possibly one of the easiest concepts. He's a racer. You should obviously fill the movie and center it around racing. Yet, racing has probably taken about 15% of this movie so far. And
You use that, Joe, because believe it or not, the big conflict of the plot.
Oh yeah, guys, you're gonna love Spritel.
Oh yeah, totally.
Idol?
Oh, Spritel. Oh, Spritel!
Is that the name of a character from our JRPG?
I'm pretty sure it's the character from
It's the name of the youngest kid here.
Yeah,
Yeah, haven't we
he's
seen him
annoying as
already?
shit. Though to be fair, he was also annoying in the original cartoon. So I guess points there. You got one thing right.
Wait,
Yeah, but the wrong part.
wait. You're talking about the
Oh,
youngest
okay,
part.
hang on. There's another problem with this film. This film's aimed at, mainly kids, and yet they throw in corporate sponsorship and other corporate stuff. How are kids
Yeah,
supposed
believe it
to
or not,
get
Joe,
this?
the main conflict of the plot is them dealing with corporate douchebags.
Wait,
Believe it
what?
or not.
Well, if memory serves me right, there
It's
was
it's like making Wreck-It Ralph style movie, having centering all around about how dickish is EA.
Well, if memory serves me right, I
It's
think there may have
supposed to
been.
get this.
If memory serves me right, there may have been an episode or two, like where they had a race dealing with corporate executives. However, in the episodes, it focused on racing.
Okay, what?
Let me guess, this one
What
doesn't.
the fuck?
Oh look, it's the TV guy.
Big pink aeroplanes.
It's the England Prevails guy from V for Vendetta.
Are you sure I'm not watching the Cat in the Hat?
Hey, guys, it's the England Prevails guy from
I-
the V for Vendetta
for-
film.
For the visuals...
No,
the-
to be fair to
the
you,
timing-
I think Cat in the Hat looks better than this.
Yeah, I
This was
hate to say it.
2008.
And Cat in the Hat was earlier. I hate this.
We should commentate on some Doctor Seuss films.
Cigars.
Yeah, we should.
Oh god. Do I have to say that you're missing a top hat and a mustache?
Oh,
Oh,
Tio.
come on. Oh, come on, Teo.
Just because he's British doesn't mean he's the bad guy.
So
I
is this our resident corporate douchebag?
Yes. Trust me, the way he speaks, like I actually remember the first time I saw this movie. As soon as he utters a single word, you can immediately tell he's the villain. Like,
Oh yeah, he totally is.
Pancakes are love. What?
Cookies lean love like everything does.
Shrek
Pancakes
is love.
are love.
What?
Shrek is life, actually. Isn't that the meme?
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Yeah. Susan, what are you doing here? Did you read the script?
Well, never mind her.
Wait, she's
What about-
Susan Sarandon?
yeah,
Yeah, Susan Sarandon.
not
Oh,
just her.
God.
The guy playing the.
That's the sad part, is that the Wachowskis always somehow manage to get these incredibly talented, these incredibly talented actors in their movies.
I'm
and
surprised this
completely
corporate
waste them.
bullshit. I'm surprised this corporate bullshit guy is not Alec Baldwin.
I mean,
they got the guy playing the main villain. They got John Goodman. They got Susan Sarandon. They got
in Cloatas, they got freaking Tom Hanks. I mean, why? Why you do this to us, Wachowskis?
and also they got a good composer for this film.
Michael Giacchino.
Yeah,
Oh, Michael Giacchino. Nice.
yeah.
Which, in fact, that might as well mention that. Yeah, quite the one best thing about this music is definitely the score. And yes, Michael does bring the original Speed Racer theme in some parts, and it's pretty glorious, especially in the fight scenes.
Well, I guess so far my main problem with this movie is like, well, it's a movie that seems like, well, it has the right components to be a good adaptation. The problem is that there's been little racing, which is the main focus of the Speed Racer movie. The Speed Racer show. It's like, well, if this movie could just focus a bit more on the racing, then this could be a better adaptation. But so far, we've just had these that sort of leave us with out-of-character interactions.
Well, then again, to be fair, the racing in this looks so awful. Would you want multiple races in this style?
Yes, if only so I can just actually get something that feels more like a Speed Racer movie. I don't.
Yeah, but then, Joe, but you have the racing, but the Wachowskis also add sickening, vomit-inducing, multicolored bullshit.
Yeah,
Twibs.
seizure-inducing visuals.
Dwibs, if you're gonna make an adaptation, you gotta keep the heart of it. I don't care what changes you feel you have to make. Look, you can make some changes to an adaptation. Sometimes you can even change how a character goes,
Yeah.
but you cannot change the heart of it. That's the reason adaptations like the Sonic movie or the Layton movie or the Phoenix Wright movie work, because they still remember what is there at the heart of it.
Oh, guys, I need a sick bucket.
Whereas with this one, like I said, the focus is not on racing.
Not only that, but I also hate how the characters are characterized in this movie, because they're not goofy at all. They play it straight. And again, the original cartoon was pretty goofy. And that's what made it
Speaking of
enjoyable.
goofy, here's some comedy relief.
Paige, what's the name? Paige, what's the name of the actor playing the villain?
Let me check.
Roger somebody, because I've seen he's actually in Mr. Holmes.
There's not just one. Never mind.
Not that in my mind.
Man, what is it with you British being so stereotypically evil?
Because the Wachowskis love making British people evil.
Well, even outside of the Wachowskis, I mean, you got Moriarty, you got,
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Jova,
Just-
good old.
Pedro?
Pedro?
Hello?
What is it?
Pedro? You cut out for a bit.
I did?
You didn't drop, you just cut out for a bit.
Whatever. The point is, don't worry, Jova. Good old David Fincher loves making everybody, regardless of nationality, evil. So,
Okay,
there's
so
that.
Have you found out who plays this guy?
Oh,
Hey,
Hello,
sure.
Shirai. You can look at now. We're kind of done with the drugs.
Okay, Pedro, who's the name of the actor playing the main villain?
Hold on. Jesus Christ, you're so impatient.
So, here's my question. What does this have to do with Speed Racer?
Snake Oiler, like who? Snake Oiler? What?
So, how does this...
Clayton Namro,
Dwibs.
Matthew Fox.
Dwibs.
Yeah?
What's the name of this
How does this tie
character?
into
Because
the main plot?
Lord somewhat, I don't know. He's showing them, well, he's offering them a chance to join his join his company and be a sponsor and all that.
Oh,
what is it?
I
Like
remember
money
something.
Split 70, 30.
I think I remember the plot of an episode.
These credits are way too confusing.
His
Anyway,
name is Lord somebody.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
now that I think of it, I think
Look on the Wikipedia page. You'll,
now that I think of it,
Why
I
don't
think
you?
I
I mean,
recall.
I don't really
yeah,
care.
yeah, you go ahead and do that, Dwibs.
No, I'm not going to do that. The video might lag. You know what? Forget it.
Okay.
What
It's
the fuck?
Might as well.
How is
I'm
this?
sorry.
How is this? How is this supposed to help with racing on cars?
No.
Yeah,
I think I see what they're going. I think I see what they're going for.
Aside from the lack of racing, well, I don't like the way they characterize the characters. I mean, they don't act at all like the characters did in the cartoon.
They look
They're not
like
goofy enough. They play it straight when they should be playing over the top. I mean, like the one thing in this movie that should be over the top, and it's played straight. Really?
I'm not quite sure it's a case of them needing to be over top, but more so the case of how they react to stuff. It's like, well,
Like seriously, how hard can it be to actually replicate the way the characters talk? The movie could be at least a little bit entertaining that way if it actually at least captured that.
to be
But
fair,
no.
Pedro, that sort of stuff was sort of a product of its time with the show. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be awesome to have it in the movie, but I think some audience goers would sort of get a bit annoyed having to listen to that for a whole movie. Other than, again, that usually was in the racing sections, which we've seen little of.
Who?
I'm just
What?
flabbergasted. What the fuck was the point of that?
I think I see what he's doing. It's like, well, basically, he wants them to race for his car company. That's basically how these car races in real life work. You race for a company. If you win the race, money goes to that company.
Check Cannibal.
Okay. I guess I can see a Speed Racer film doing this. Now let's see how they execute it.
Yeah.
So, why is this guy a bad guy?
Because
he's
he's
a
called.
corporate douche.
But, I mean, he's offering them a place and everything. Is he, like, doing something
they
dirty
don't- but they
behind the
don't-
scenes?
But see, Joe, the Racer family don't like corporate stuff.
You see, Joe, but this movie was secretly ghost written by the guy who wrote Batman: Fortunate Son.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure they weren't like that in the show.
For those who don't know, Batman: Fortunate Son is that comic book where Batman hates rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Especially
yeah,
punk. because
Okay.
Guys,
This
yes,
is
Age of a
Hey,
beast.
guys, hang on.
okay. This
Guys,
is different from the
can
show.
Can we take a moment to appreciate how seamless the green screen work in this film is?
Well, before we do that,
Yeah.
allow me
Oh,
to
I can
say,
see that.
this
Oh,
doesn't.
actually, can I say something about Felix?
Hold on, Dwibs. I was
defended-
about to say something first. Anywho, as I was about to say, yeah, I mean, this doesn't work because, okay, in the show, it made sense when they would go against the companies because the companies were so obviously corrupt, and that was the reason they didn't go with the companies because they were corrupt. But here, this guy hasn't really shown that much sign of corruptness. I mean, yeah, he's an obvious bad guy, but he doesn't seem to really be doing anything bad behind the scenes. So these people have not really given a reason why they don't want to, unless they just don't want to. Or are you telling me that they actually believe that all companies are by default evil?
Okay, can I say it now?
Well, could you answer the question? Do they actually believe that all companies are inherently evil, or is it just this one company?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
God. Okay, there's another bad mischaracterization. Okay, go on, Dwebs.
Okay, I was just gonna say this is another thing Felix for some reason defends. He defends the green screen effects in this film because they. Well, I'm trying to remember what he said exactly. Because it makes it more like the show or something, or
That's stupid. How exactly? That's making it look like the characters don't mesh with the background.
No. I meant the green.
We should have asked Felix to be guest starring to commentate on this movie.
Yeah, but then again, he's hosting this.
It would just be a commentary of arguing.
Yeah.
Well, just the side of it.
Well, Shiro, debate produces reason most of the time.
I think I remember what he said now. He might he'll probably correct me, but he said that it's to throw back to stuff like this, all that stuff. But there's a reason that technique was abandoned.
Honestly,
and you can't just intentionally make something look cheap just for throwback's sake. It looks cheap.
Honestly, Dwebs, it doesn't even really seem like a throwback because it doesn't really look that much like the show's aesthetics. Not even structure-wise or appearance-wise. So, yeah, that argument doesn't seem to work because I'm a Speed Racer fan, and yeah, this doesn't look anything like the environment. Oh.
What the
hell?
Okay, now we're in a different movie.
Oh, so now they're doing something evil.
For kids.
What?
This is how the real world works.
Sabertooth.
Isn't it fun?
Are we okay, Pedro? Did you get a dodgy copy and now we're in another film?
No, this is how the actual movie is.
Okay. I see what they're trying to do here now. They're trying to replicate how Speed Racer would occasionally go up against evil, corrupt companies and basically beat their racers in races, and, that was, of course, some set the world right mission,
Why that guy has these weird mutton chops?
I have no idea. So that's what they're trying to do here, but the problem is, again, okay, here's the problem. The way they did it,
A lamb leg?
Is this like in Django? Is this like in Django? Is this like in Django Unchained, where he's gonna, threaten to break it up on his skull so we can see the?
You seriously couldn't use real piranhas for this. Wachowskis, if they don't cost too much.
The CG. Ugh.
Who the heck is this guy?
By the way, allow me to remind you that this is supposed to be a Speed Racer movie.
Rufio? What the heck?
Yeah, just said this was like an entirely different movie.
Okay, guys, what's Rufio doing here? I mean, wait, I thought the focus was on the family. Who's this guy?
I guess these mafia guys didn't like his performance in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay, can you tell me when you're at 3309?
It was awesome in that show.
Can you tell me when you're at 3309?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I'm busy torturing someone.
There you go, Joe. But there's someone
doing all of this in a truck. What the fuck?
You ready yet?
What?
No,
not yet.
Why do you make the inside of a truck like a house?
To be comfortable.
All right, Joe. All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, click.
Okay. Gah.
Oh.
I don't even.
Okay, Speed Racer handle.
That's just this movie. Just a complete.
I feel like I'm watching film or something.
You feel like you're watching what?
Boy
Sorry,
George.
A homemade YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so this is the gun truck from Sonic Adventure 2.
Only with missiles.
What? Is this movie turning into the movie about wacky races?
Yeah, it's because the mock cars have have features that allow them to do
Jump.
stuff like this.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, this is actually kind of...
And this car right here is the Mach 9, a.k.a. Racer X's car, a.k.a. Speed Racer's older brother, who turns out he's not dead. And he's not coming back to his family for absolutely no reason other than to just...
Let me guess, he's a vigilante that wants to destroy the corrupted guys.
Hi, Matrix.
And now, what the fuck is...
Of your babies.
The piranhas.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Come on, you're Sabretooth. You're gonna regenerate it.
The CG looks as bad as Sharp Boy and Lava Girl, only this is even less of an excuse. This cost twice as much to make and came out 3 years later. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just hate it. I just hate it when that happens.
So yeah, that happened.
And by the way, the guy playing the Japanese, that Japanese guy is real. He calls himself Rain.
Oh, so
Hey,
he has
Wizard.
powers over water or something?
No. That's the actor's name, Rain.
Yeah, he has powers over water and dresses up in a purple ninja costume.
So yeah, this is Racer X.
Get smart fast.
He looks like Cyclops from the X-Men. With that ridiculous costume, brown and red.
Oh! Well, that explains it.
Wait, it doesn't.
No. I was talking about something else. Okay, apparently one of this film's major official genres is that of a sports film genre.
What?
Yes, there's a sports film genre, and that's apparently what...
No, I know there's that genre, but what the hell does this have to... how the hell is this a sports movie?
Well,
guess...
allow me to... Apparently it says, a sports film is basically a compilation of films in the genre covering sports activities.
Oh, guys, it's the Mach 5.
So basically, Pedro, the reason that we've had all those wipes with the heads, like all those transitions, is because it's basically...
Yeah, it says 5 right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, Pedro, you know that montage that they were doing with all the different co-commentators? Apparently, that's what a sports film occasionally does. However...
Can you just feel the chemistry, by the way?
No.
Well, also, Jova, Formula 1 racing is a sport.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm feeling hungry. I'm gonna get some donuts. See you right back.
No, Pedro, don't get the multicolored ones.
What are you, a cop?
Multicolored ones?
Because this film multicolored.
That no. I'm just I just get classic donuts.
Okay. The chemistry here is riveting, isn't it?
I mean, Nicolas Cage had more chemistry with his girlfriend in Ghost Rider.
So yeah, like I said, there's no real conflict because we haven't really seen the apparent bad guy do anything bad.
Well, apart from slapping people about...
Oh, I don't think that was him. I think that was a different person in that truck now.
Like I said, I haven't seen half this movie for good reason.
Yeah, basically when I say the bad guy, I'm talking about the British one.
Hey guys, this is another flaw the Wachowskis have. When they try and write romance, there's absolutely no chemistry between the two.
What a shock.
It's a bit like that movie we watched yesterday. What's it called?
Garden of Words.
There it is.
Only this one's longer.
At least that movie was...
it was A, shorter, and B, better to look at.
Yeah, it was enchanting.
I think Tio still isn't completely there.
I cannot do anything about that, Shiroi. When I stumble into this kind of non-moe animation, I kind of get entranced. should I say? It happened to me like when I watched it the first time. For example, Nana or Wolf's Rain or stuff like
Alright,
that.
I'm back.
So apparently this film has been in development since 1992, changing
Wow,
actors,
really?
writers, and directors.
What?
Yes, this film has been in development since 1992, changing actors, writers, and directors until 2006, when producer Joel Silver and the Wachowskis collaborated to begin production on Speed Racer as a family film. The Speed Racer was shot between early June and late August 2007.
Oh yeah, and guess who was involved at one point, apparently?
Who?
J.J. Abrams.
Well, Michael Giacchino's doing the music, so maybe that's how Giacchino got involved.
So yeah, this is a movie that's been in development since 1992, where apparently it had more of a focus on racing on the original script.
But this is what we got.
It went from hand to hand to
Wait,
hand.
is that the actor who played Ghost?
I don't know. Oh yeah, guys, have I mentioned how much I hate this editing?
Oh no, he's not. No.
Characters, the heads of people just flying past.
Yeah.
It's not totally off-putting at all.
Nice visual, bro.
They're back here to make their decision.
Okay, I'm positive that the Wachowskis wanted Alec Baldwin for that role, but they couldn't manage to get him.
Yeah, to admit, the guy does look like Alec Baldwin.
I guess Alec Baldwin was too busy with 30 Rock or something.
So are we finally about to get a reason to actually hate this guy?
He looks like a dick.
Well,
He sounds like a dick.
yeah, the problem is that he hasn't done anything dickish to them. It's like, come on, movie. You're making him so obviously evil. Why not actually show him do something behind the scenes? Why try
Please
and...
don't tell me he's actually not evil. Because I don't buy it the least.
Let me guess, the evil is our greed for fame and stuff.
So it's the opposite of a Legend of Titanic movie. Goody.
Say yes to speed. What?
No, kids, say no to speed.
Say yes to Speed Racer, but
Oh,
no to
God.
speed.
Dun, 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 dun.
But with that thing on its head, the monkey looks like an executioner from the Middle Ages.
Okay, what time are we at?
41, 36, 37, 38.
41,
39.
36, 37. Okay, I'll try skipping ahead. Let's see. I'm at 4202.
My family.
4202.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what? Cook.
And click.
So, what I miss?
What the hell? What the hell did you just say? There's nothing better than a picnic in the head. What the? What?
I've never heard that expression.
Again, speed in this movie was
Probably because that expression makes no fucking sense.
in a funeral?
What the hell?
Look, okay, I know the original Speed Racer show had its dramatic moments, but again, it was balanced out by racing.
Yeah, there's a distinct
there's your
lack
racing,
of
Jova.
There's a distinct lack of. Well, there's racing weather in the background, Jova. There you go.
So let me guess, the actual... Okay, so if I can get this, so the Mach 5 is apparently just the old car that they used to use, and the Mach 6 is the new one. Am I right?
I don't know.
We don't know yet.
Is this our pretentious moment?
That line, that is so Wachowskis.
Racing is our blood.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
someday after this, we have to show Shiroi and... Wait, Shiroi, did you see the original show as well?
No.
Oh,
Me neither,
okay.
actually.
Okay.
Let me guarantee you, Shiro, that the show is nothing like this, unlike what a lot of people would have you believe.
Pedro Dwibs, sometime after this, we have...
No, I mean, from that one, like, 2-minute clip from a show that only made a reference to it, I can believe that.
Yeah, it's like, the original Speed Racer show is so much fun. In fact, it was so popular at the time that, heck, I mean, Speed Racer actually is occasionally on Boomerang, and heck, Speed Racer actually got to co-star in some skits.
Well, now he's acting all evil.
Sign it, man.
Just for reference, Speed Racer was a cartoon so silly yet so grand that it actually, that occasionally on Cartoon Network it actually got put side by side with famous Hanna-Barbera characters. And yet now we're trying to go all super duper serious. It's like, okay, you can have some bout of seriousness, but you gotta balance it out, movie.
He looks like a Willy Wonka employee.
Like Doug Walker said in his Jupiter Ascending review, the Wachowskis are actually trying.
Okay,
they're trying to make a cartoon about a car, a boy, and his monkey epic.
So are the Wachowskis trying to make up for the lack of Coen the Matrix sequels?
How many more scenes I can ended up saying "what the hell," if not worse?
Okay, it's official. Pedro and Dwibs, someday in the future we have to show Shiroi and Teal the real Speed Racer.
Oh yeah, totally. I love that. I love that show. Like seriously, like I mean, of course, it's still technically a bad show, but it's still so fun to watch.
No. Actually, I'd say it's still technically a good show. Actually, I mean, yeah, the voice acting is dodgy, but hey, it's a show that does what it needs to do.
I mean, the original cartoon is just plain entertaining. This is either boring or annoying.
I remember back in the day when I used to think it was actually a Hanna-Barbera cartoon because it would show up so much in the Cartoon Network skits alongside the Hanna-Barbera characters, not to mention the occasional showing on Boomerang.
Why is it snowing indoors or something?
It just was.
Are you going Shatner, full Shatner mode now?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, I gotta be honest. I actually kind of love this guy. Well, the actor anyway.
Well, I guess it's a creative means of flashback. Oh, so basically he wants to take over the world with racing.
Of course.
Okay, again, you know what? I've said it a lot of times, but I'll say it again. The original.
What the fuck?
I'll say it. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I'll say it before, but I'll say it again. The Speed Racer show handled this concept of taking over the world for racing better.
Were the Wachowskis on drugs while making this movie?
No, no. You do not use the Freebird. You do not deserve Freebird from Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Sorry, everybody.
Kingsman did this better.
Okay. I think I see
a little slight breakdown there. We'll return you to the movie.
Okay. I think I see what the Wachowskis are doing. A lot of these scenes seem to be adaptation off of different episodes, like the corrupt government or the corrupt companies trying to take over the world through racing. Yeah. Those are all concepts that have been done in the Speed Racer show. But the problem is that my theory is that they're going off of the assumption that, hey, if we just adapt this and then throw in a whole serious streak, it'll be okay because it's still adaptating
guess what, guys? All the races have been rigged.
Well, yeah. I mean, there were quite a few episodes where the races were rigged, but that was sort of part of it.
In this film, I mean.
Yeah, I know.
What does that mean?
Basically, they've been fixed. Like, basically, they... kind of like when in football, where referees are paid to.
Oh, so in order to make bets easier, okay.
So basically, he's telling him now that he fixed it so that he's won, but if he doesn't, then they won't be fixed in his favor anymore.
The perfect joke here probably is, hey guys, guess what? FIFA is corrupt. Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, I think I see what the film is doing.
No, you don't.
It's trying to adapt several episodes and yet tie them into one whole big race. But the problem is that for comedy, they're only...
Wachowskis, this kind of joke with the monkey was not funny even in the 90s. Why are you using in 2008?
Because throwback, I guess.
Yeah, a throwback that millions of people the world over went to see.
Sure, it's still there.
Yes.
Okay.
Sadly, she is.
Oh no, here we go again. The world is spinning!
Ah,
my head's spinning!
Ow.
What
are we
wild
really
ride.
Wonka's creepy tunnel? What? Gotta go fast.
And now we
Physics?
transition
What
to
the
the
fuck are
race.
those?
Okay. Oh wait, and now we're in the Spy Kids movie? What the heck?
Which one, Jova?
Spy Kids 3D.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay. So did he say yes or no again?
No.
Oh, how are we supposed to know? What's even... Oh, never mind.
Yay, I just murdered a person. And another one.
So this is kind of like pod racing from episode 1.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say it again. Speed Racer the show did this better in that... Okay, basically Speed Racer the show handled this like how Yu-Gi-Oh!
I
Season...
recognize these two guys commentating. Who are?
I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't care.
Again, these effects look as bad as Spy Kids. Like Joe said, these effects look as bad as Spy Kids 3D, a film that was on a much cheaper budget and came out in 2003.
And yet Spy Kids 3D still looks somewhat more subtle in its aesthetics.
I mean, look at this. This is $120 million.
I mean, honestly, Wachowskis, wouldn't it be a better effect to, to be fair, Pedro, the original show had moments like this, too.
Did half this money go to the Wachowskis' coke when they were writing this film?
Probably.
Okay. Allow me to address all the deaths here. Basically, the way the show handled this was sort of like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 handles death. It's like, death will occasionally happen, but it's more like a thing that, everyone addresses. It's like, yeah, it's gonna happen, but they know what risk they're doing. So it's not taken as seriously because it's kind of expected. But here, they're treating it so super duper serious.
Again.
I love him that end gesture. Yes.
And yes, he's driving.
As American Dad said, the pyramid finger of contemplating doom or something.
And another face wipe. Okay, look, Speed Racer, I get that you're a sports film, but maybe you shouldn't have, all the sports montage wipe scenes happening during the action story sections. Maybe you should say that for the opening when you were introducing the character. Wait, hold on. Wait. Is this all just hypothetical?
What?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, so this is basically the equivalent to a dream sequence. None of this happens.
It's a alligator moment, I guess.
Oh, I get it. So it's the big, bad, corrupt executive telling him what will happen if he says no. So yeah, we wasted a whole racing sequence on something that didn't even happen. Okay, Wachowskis, do you hate Speed Racer? Do you, hate racing? Are you just mad that Speed Racer actually had exciting scenes, unlike Matrix?
Wow, amazing acting there, dude.
Can't just give him the finger.
Don't you see? I am evil.
Wait. Hold on. Did his little brother just give him the middle finger?
Yes, he did.
Again,
in a kid's film.
That's that guy playing the main villain. I promise you, he's a much better actor usually. I've seen him in V for Vendetta. I've seen him in Mr. Holmes.
I don't think anyone here is blaming the actors. I mean, come on. With this script, could you do better?
And the direction.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. We have a Speed Racer film where the middle finger is given. This was rated PG, right?
Yeah, it was.
They didn't even have middle fingers in the actual show, even in the original Japanese anime dub.
I'm guessing the Warner Bros. Executives stepped in because there have been cases where powerful Hollywood executives can kind of, somewhat buy a lower rating from the MPAA. Like, for example, back in 1996, Disney actually Michael Eisner kind of bought the G rating for Hunchback of Notre Dame, even though that movie should be rated PG.
Oh, I get that, Pedro. What I'm saying is, like, well, why would the Wachowskis think to include the middle finger in a kid's, well, technically it's a
PG-13 rather, because of just the Hellfire scene in itself already makes it PG-13 worth. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, technically this is a family film, but why would the Wachowskis think to include the middle finger when not even the original show, even in its Japanese dub, had the middle finger? It's like, what was even the point of that? I could maybe get it if it were an homage to the original Japanese version, but no, that wasn't even in the original Japanese version. There was no one giving the middle finger. Okay. I'm probably nitpicking over a tiny detail. It's just putting a middle finger in, something that's based off of a kid's show. Just how do I put it?
Out of place.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I see the real big problem with this movie now. It's trying too hard to be adult-ish. Which you really shouldn't even be doing in a Speed Racer movie.
That'd be like what if they made a Teletubbies movie, but they gave the Teletubbies dark, edgy backstories and how they ended up at Teletubby Land.
Pedro, I've actually got a theory about this movie now. My theory is that this is the Wachowskis basically listening to people complain about how bad their movies were. Basically, they're saying, okay, we'll show you. We can totally do a movie based on a kid's film, but we can still do it using our methods. Then once this movie is a success, you'll clearly see that our methods work, even with a kid's material stuff.
Wachowskis?
Yes?
Your film cost $120 million to make, right?
Yes.
It made $93 million.
Yes.
Don't you see?
So that's my theory. Is like, well, this is the Wachowskis trying to show everyone that their methods could work, even with something like Speed Racer.
Well, it didn't.
Think about it. It kind of explains why there are so many adult material things in this movie, yet it's also trying to adapt off of the episodes. It's basically just trying to be Speed Racer, but trying to tone down the more cartoony aspects. Now,
okay. Allow me to add something to what Jova just said. I don't mind adult jokes in kids' shows as long as they're subtle, like Animaniacs, for example.
Yeah.
Animaniacs had pretty adult jokes sometimes. Like, for example, there was one where a woman with big boobs sit next to Brain, and Brain was all like, I say, so let's go here. What do you say, mister? And then he goes, what do you say? I say puberty has been very kind to you. So
jokes like that.
It's a joke that will fly completely over the kids' heads. Only an adult will get this, But it's not.
There are very subtle ones in Pixar movies too.
That too, yeah.
But here we literally had his little brother giving the middle finger to the bad guy as the elevator closes, like he's trying to be, I'm cool and everything. Even though I think even kids would know that that's not a good symbol.
Like, just to give you an idea, don't worry, this is not a spoiler at all. It's just a little minor bit that lasts like 1 second in the movie. Just before Inside Out ends, the emotions look at something new that appeared in the console and they go, hey, guys, what's this? What's puberty? Probably not important.
So, let's see, we're nearly an hour into this film and we've had how many minutes of racing?
Like 15, I guess.
Okay. At this rate, Cars 2 was a better Speed Racer film.
Damn.
Yeah, I went there,
It's been a long time, John Goodman. Well, now we're asking to do the third Flintstones movie.
I hate that movie, but I'll admit, I'll also take Cars 2 over this.
At least Cars... you know what's amazing? Cars 2 actually got what Speed Racer was about for the most part. It had action, explosives, and racing! I mean, You know, it's funny. Even though Lightning McQueen wasn't the focus of that movie, they still had a good amount of racing and everything. Why is Cars 2, Pixar's quite possibly worst film, a better Speed Racer film than the actual Speed Racer movie?
Because the
Wachowskis.
Yeah, exactly.
Wachowski happened.
You know, heck, I'll even say this. I mean, yeah. And also, the legitimately good cars would actually be a good way how to do Speed Racer, when you think about it.
Wait, is this Wolf of Wall Street now?
Yeah.
Except Wolf of Wall Street was entertaining and funny. This isn't.
So, what's going on now? Wait, is that Johnny Depp?
No, it's not.
Oh my god, that looked and sounded like him. What is it with this woman having actor lookalikes? We have someone who looks like Alec Baldwin, someone who looks like Amy Adams, someone who looks like Johnny Depp.
Adams.
The mother.
Yes, the Wachowskis wanted those actors, but
the mother is Susan Sarandon. Since when does Susan Sarandon look the least bit like Amy Adams?
She kind of looks like Amy Adams, actually.
Who is Amy Adams?
Hi, Racer X.
First of all, Jova, they're like 20 years apart.
Did Racer X just appear out of nowhere? Just like that?
To answer your question, Theo, Amy Adams is the actress who played the princess in Enchanted, and
Lois Lane in Man of Steel.
Lois Lane in Man of Steel,
and she was in the Muppets movie.
In the Muppets movie, yeah.
Oh, seriously, did Racer X just appear? I have no idea what's going on. What is going on here?
Again, audience, I'm sorry, but my cinema knowledge is practically
it's okay. Whatever. It's not like there's.
Oh look, there's the Mach 5 again. Okay, so let me get
guys, deep moment between characters, I guess.
Oh goody.
Whoa.
So let me get this straight. The Mach 5 is just Speed's casual car in this movie. What a load.
Yeah, this is people say this is so faithful to the show.
Yeah, totally.
Well, it's like, wouldn't it make more sense to have the Mach 6 be his casual car, or at least have him eventually have to bring
anyone would trust to defend this movie by saying that it's just like the cartoon is just full of shit. You're wrong.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm a Speed Racer fan, and I can denounce that, but here's my question. Why... Okay. I get that they're making the Mach 5 his casual car, but my question is...
Hey, Jova. After we're done with this film, put up a status on SSMB.
Yeah.
About this film and say why you don't think it's anything like the show.
Yeah.
And then wait for that one reply.
From Felix.
Felix,
Felix
yes.
was like,
the thing is, yeah, pretty much. It's like I actually had an argument with Felix at one point about this movie. It's like what I was trying to pretty much explain to him why he's wrong, and he's all like, it's my opinion. Yeah, it's your opinion, and your opinion is wrong. Just saying, sorry.
No. You have
See,
to
the
show
problem...
the clip from
saying
the
that,
Armored Skeptics.
To me, saying that this is just like the Speed Racer cartoon. It's like trying to tell me that the Last Airbender is just like the Avatar cartoon.
And
it's
the problem with
not.
And the problem with that opinion is that it's a more fact-based opinion. Because, you can't literally. I mean, it's kind of contradicting a fact to say that it's a lot like the Speed Racer show, because I can confirm that practically none of this stuff happens. Even though they're doing quick adaptations off of some of the episodes, they're vague, and they're not even really the same... They're not even the same characters. It's not really that well handled a circumstance. I mean, okay, I will admit that they do some things like how they do from the Speed Racer film, but but okay, good for you. There's that tiny bit, but do the characters even act like their cartoon selves?
Can you tell me when we get to 6250?
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, maybe I need to rewatch the show. Maybe it does work a bit like it.
No, trust me, Jova. I know my Speed Racer. You don't need to rewatch it. You're completely correct.
True, and I have to admit, if it did have
all right, Dibs, and get ready and click.
True, and I do have to admit, if it did act like it, I probably would have recognized more stuff. But the only thing I recognize...
Is this like a commercial for the Batmobile?
So,
this came out the same year as The Dark Knight.
So, Pedro, is Racer X...
also from Warner Brothers.
So, Pedro, is Racer X working for the bad guy hero now?
Honestly, Jova, I couldn't care less.
No, please tell me. I don't want to be confused.
I don't know. I'm not even paying attention, quite frankly. I'm just.
Okay, Shiroi. What's
I'm
your
looking-
take on this then?
I'm incredibly bored.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, this is something. This feels like something some dumb generic
I honestly
Hollywood.
don't know what to think.
Okay.
This isn't even the funny kind of bad or even the good kind of bad. This is just bad, and I'm
Again,
bored.
I can't finish my sentences apparently.
Oh, sorry.
Do you have to act like that every time someone talks over you?
Yeah, I
but
mean...
it's still pretty annoying.
Oh, come on, Dwebs.
Oh,
You don't see
and
me complaining whenever you talk over me.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's annoying, isn't it?
Dwebs.
Not as annoying as this movie.
Act like an adult, Dwibs, please. Anyway,
It's
go ahead.
almost like this film's like spreading its annoyingness to everyone, making everyone else annoying.
Everyone? Hold on.
Oh,
Wait.
don't worry, Dweebs. I'm already annoying on my own 24/7.
I'm unaffected by this.
You must have some. You must have eaten something that makes you immune to annoying movies, Jova.
Well, it's funny you mention that, Dwebs. I actually have a funny story that's more entertaining than this. If you can give me a few seconds. My mom told me that as a baby, I once consumed some furniture polish for the floors, and my mom was a doctor. So she was incredibly worried about me. So, yes, I had consumed the furniture polish. So she being a doctor, she gave me something that made me throw up. Basically, upchuck the furniture polish. So, I threw up the furniture polish onto the floors, and here's the amazing thing.
Me and Pedro have already eaten something in the last 10 minutes. Thank you very much.
No.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
No.
No. Keep going, Jover. I want to hear this.
Here's the funny part. My barf actually ended up cleaning the floor because it was furniture polish in there. And it's actually a true story.
That's the moral of the story. Want to clean up your floors faster? Get Jova a bath on it.
Yeah. Basically, Mom says that I'm probably more resilient because of stuff like that, and also the fact that she rode roller coasters when she was pregnant with me.
Ew.
Isn't
that kind of not?
I don't-
What was I gonna say?
Well, but then again, the Dweebs, that were the 90s. If I recall, there weren't so
My
many.
mum used to go on rides when she was
Anyway.
pregnant with me.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what was I gonna say before I got interrupted?
I don't know.
So yeah, I mean,
I guess that's the moral of the story. Dweebs is complaining about annoying, distracting in order to make
It was
forget.
something about this movie, Dwebs.
Well, no shit.
So is this the final showdown or something? Or what am I
Nope.
saying? We're
We're
barely
halfway through the movie, Joe. We cannot have a final showdown.
Oh, a final race! Finally, a race! Gee!
And now we're in the Taj Mahal.
Again, Joe. I remember now. This is the kind of film that some dumb generic Hollywood director would make, thinking that the kids would be distracted by all the flashing colours and all that stuff.
Well, I'm gonna be quite honest. These graphics, of course, fail, but I think that, if the graphics were toned down just a bit more, and maybe they actually had some more realistic settings, basically, if they combine this with more realism, like make some of the structures actually real, this could have worked. Actually, it's an interesting setup.
And make it not look like Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this looks even worse than Spy Kids 3D. It looks like
Me
Shark
too.
Boy and Lava Girl.
Actually, I'll go even further. I think this looks worse than Shark Boy and Lava Girl, even.
Twibs, I already said that.
Wow, this commentary is turning us all against each other. It's making me act like an arsehole to everyone.
Speak for yourself, Twibs.
That's what I said. It's making me look like It's making me act like an arsehole.
Wait. So now he's using the Mach 5?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. I'm gonna look up this.
Dwebs, direct your anger towards the film and the Wachowskis.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the hate flow through
Let's see.
you.
Okay, hey, Trixie in a helicopter.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What
What the fuck?
What the?
Okay, guys, I have some bad news. You know that stuff that we thought was hypothetical?
This is more insane and nonsensical than I Am Diesel, a show that is supposed to be insane.
Okay, guys, bad news. I've looked up part of the plot.
Money.
I've looked at part of the plot to this movie, and apparently,
What?
Oh, Pedro, you know that sequence that we thought was a big lift alligator moment and that we thought was all just hypothetical? Well, yeah, apparently all that stuff actually happened. Him crashing and his family apparently getting sued because the Mach 6 was destroyed. So basically, and apparently the bad guy is called Royalton.
Which would explain why he's using the Mach 5 right now.
Yeah. Okay. So apparently Royalton's, yes, his name is literally called Royalton. Royalton's evil plan was basically to have some of his drivers deliberately die and crash so that the family could get sued for damages. So I guess now the plot is him racing. Oh, wait! Oh, he's actually wearing the outfit.
This guy isn't even a bad guy. He's just an asshole.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's actually using the outfit and everything. Hey, this feels like a Speed Racer movie.
Shiro, you should have seen the villain of Expendables 1. A guy who's literally manages to kill an entire army with just a handgun, all for the sake of protecting his money.
Oh my god, they're actually doing it. They're actually doing stuff like the Speed Racer show. They've got the cool gadgetry, the outfit, the actual Mach 5, the girlfriend in the helicopter telling him what to do and to look out for stuff. My god, this is it! An actual Speed Racer film!
Yeah, Drover, it only took us nearly 70 minutes.
Well, hey, hopefully it'll at least be good like this for the rest of the movie.
Spoilers, it won't.
Oh, come on, Wachowskis, you actually have it! You have him in the outfit, the car! This actually feels like a Speed Racer film! Why not just keep doing this?
Yeah, but it looks rubbish.
It sounds like Jove is about to cry.
Graphics aside, this actually looks like a live-action Speed Racer film. It does look a bit wonky, but for 2008... Well, by 2008 standards, this doesn't look too bad. I've actually seen worse stuff CGI, believe it or not.
Jover, like I said, I saw stuff that looked better in 2005, aka Shark Boy and Lava Girl, on a much lesser budget.
Dwibs, I'm talking... actually, Dwibs, I'm talking about this one scene in particular. This scene looks better aesthetically than the rest of the movie. Sort of because we're not as surrounded by CGI as we were in those CGI buildings and everything.
But all this is CGI.
Yeah, but the difference is that this CGI feels a bit more toned down. Not to mention the fact that we're not completely surrounded in a complete world.
Because you're in the most boring location ever.
Question, Pedro. Did the Speed Racer show had an iconic musical theme that Wachowski completely forgot to put in this movie?
No, don't worry. Good old Michael Giacchino thought of us, too.
Okay.
It's bad when the composer thinks more of the audience than the directors and writers.
Well, Michael is awesome, so...
But yeah, going back to my thing...
He put in the Jurassic Park theme in Jurassic World. In the wrong places, but still. Going where it counts.
Yeah, it's going back to what I was saying about the aesthetics in here. The reason this area seems to work better is that they actually seem to have actual real dust and stuff that doesn't feel all too CGI. Yeah, how ironic is it that in the desert scene of all places, they actually finally get a good mixture between real and CGI.
What happened there?
He punched him.
Stuff happened.
It's the usual Speed Racer stuff.
It is like pod racing from episode 1.
Pod racing?
What the?
What?
Okay. Basically, Teal, the actual Mach 5...
Wachowski said fuck you to the laws of gravity.
Actually, Dwibs, the Mach 5 can do certain stuff. Basically, that's
not those other cars, though.
Those cars were sort of getting knocked. And what are we doing here now? Wasn't there a race we were doing? Wasn't there a race? Did he finish the race? Is he still racing?
I don't know.
What is my life?
So it was the Brethren Monkey. So are they actually going to
Saturday night, I'm watching a terrible movie of Wachowski's.
Don't worry, Tio. We have Final Fantasy VII after this, at least.
This.
Will you guys be able to read the text after this?
I will be able to.
Carry on,
my eyesight, thankfully, is a bit decent, so...
yeah.
Dwibs?
Okay. Basically, the poppers forbade Speed Racer from competing in this race, but guess what?
He's
Gonna
going
do
to
it
do that
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah.
That was actually a thing from since episode 1, so I
Yeah.
guess once
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually got that.
What's
Yeah.
this music about?
This kind of looks like the opening to
Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
What?
No.
Pirates of the Caribbean? What?
that whole scene with the cameras and everything. It's
No, the
kind of
music
like
I was saying. It sounded like
Hold on, let Shiro speak. What is it?
Sure.
what's the name of the
sorry.
final turnabout in Justice for All?
Farewell, my turnabout.
There we go.
So now this guy... Wait, is this guy the bad guy all of a sudden? What?
Well, hello, stereotype.
I'll be
He's
right
just
back.
insanely pissed off.
Okay. Let me try and listen. So he saved him. So from what I can gather, this guy apparently is fighting for honor or something, but he seems frustrated
I
that
fight
Speed is
for my
beating him.
friends.
Wait, does Speed know that's his brother now?
No.
Oh,
I
so
guess
they're...
it's one of those rules like we
Wait,
don't
wait,
know
wait,
it's
wait.
him up we don't know it's him up until he removes his mask or something.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. They're working together?
Not like I think it's only like a temporary truce or something like that.
But I don't think that was in the show. The Racer X was always against Speed in the show.
In the bit here they're working together because
It's kind of like making a Pokemon live-action movie with Team Rocket teaming up with Ash.
Then what's the
And
point?
please don't tell me that they did that in the show because I don't believe 1 second.
think of it as like antagonistic partners, if you will.
So who's Racer X working for? I thought
No
Racer X
one.
was like working with, the lawyer who was suing them.
He's like I think he's a double agent.
Is he an anti-hero as well?
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like Rouge the
Yeah.
Bat
Yeah.
in Sonic
Yeah.
Adventure 2.
Yeah, for all mediums, Racer X has been an anti-hero. So, please promise me, Wachowskis, that we'll at least get one more race like that last race, because that was actually a scene I enjoyed.
Well, too bad. There's no more desert.
But they actually had... Come on! You actually had it right! You didn't have too much color oversaturation
boy.
in that desert.
Speed's in trouble.
What a shock. Of course, it cannot be a movie with John Goodman if there's not one scene where he's grumpy and shit.
Of course.
What about the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie, though?
What?
The one with Whoopi
He was in
Goldberg
that?
and John Goodman.
There's a Rudolph the Nose Reindeer movie, and
Yeah.
it's with John Goodman in it.
And Whoopi
Jesus
Goldberg.
Christ, why this guy is doing so many bad movies?
Joe,
Oh, you
is
think-
that the really old one that's done in a sort of stop motion kind
Oh,
of
no.
thing?
No. That's the Rankin Boss one. No. There's a better Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie, one that has Whoopi Goldberg and John Goodman in it. Oh, yeah, by the way...
It's not so much that he's doing a lot of terrible movies, Teo. It's the fact that John Goodman is in it seems to be in everything nowadays.
Yeah, and if it's
Yeah,
any
I've
consolation, the
noticed that.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie was good. However, believe it or not, that was not the last time John Goodman played Santa Claus. John Goodman would... Well, then
John
again...
Goodman playing Santa Claus.
It actually worked in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer animated movie, but he was also Santa Claus in, I kid you not, a live-action version of The Year Without Santa Claus.
What?
Yes, there's a live-action The Year Without Santa Claus. Anyway, sense melodrama.
I heard a neuron popping in my brain or something.
Don't worry, Gio. Think Final Fantasy VII. We have Final Fantasy VII after this.
It's not helping if you said that. Whatever.
Okay, fine. Shiroi, you reconcile him.
Final Fantasy VII.
Thank you.
Well, if I can give the film credit, this is at least something of an adaptation of what was going on with the father in the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the original show, and yet this movie is so weird anyway.
So let me get this straight, Pedro and Dwibs. The
Okay,
movie only starts
don't
being
you
it.
just...
Hold on.
Sorry, Jova.
Okay. Okay, so let me get this straight, Dwibs. The movie only starts being like an actual adaptation, like when we're like past the halfway point with the race and actually focused on the relationship between the son and father.
I think so, yeah.
Why the heck didn't we just start around here? Okay.
Don't you just love how like they did the whole they actually had like a decent moment with father, treating his, actually having
what are we doing now?
actually having a little bit of a conflict with his son, and then he just ignored it in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Also, hi that scene from
Ninjas,
twice.
what?
What's going on?
Seriously, they ripped that
Sabotage.
Thing right out. They ripped that whole ninja poison liquid thing right out of You Only Live Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. So
yeah, now we're in a ninja movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I get it. So basically,
love their martial arts.
Okay, I get it. So Speed and Racer X are agreeing to race in as a team in the Casa Cristo 5000. Okay, that makes sense for the event given.
This sort of inconsistency reminds me of the inconsistency.
This music sounds like The Matrix.
You
Did
know,
Don Davis take over for this part?
Fury, Dwibs. The Wachowskis wanted to include some of their Matrix stuff. You see, this goes back to my theory that the Wachowskis want, again, to prove that their methods can work in any medium. Even if it's Speed Racer.
What are you going to say, Shiri?
I was just going to say, this sort of inconsistency and mood whiplash reminds me of that of Promised Place.
only this is longer.
You know what's sad, Pedro? Is that
and more annoying.
You know what's sad is that the original Speed Racer show was not really that subtle yet. Even that one had a better focus on what it wanted to be.
What the?
Basically.
Is he trying to kill him, or
yeah?
I guess these ninjas are working for one of the bad guys or something.
Now we're in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Mortal Kombat. The hell?
This is supposed to be a movie about racing.
Yep.
But it's turned into The Matrix. It's like they got Don Davis back to do this track.
Oh, crap. Here we go again. Shira, close your eyes.
Okay.
Here I go again on my own.
Okay, I think we're done now.
Okay.
And now his pencil.
Oh! So now they're trying to be wacky.
Comedy.
So let me get this straight. The movie's been super serious, scenes with the...
Come on, John Goodman, go full Mike Hugger on him. Oh god, he actually did.
So let me get this straight. So the first half of the movie was being super serious. The scenes with the kid and chimp notwithstanding, and yet now it's actually combining humor with action.
I don't know. Actually, I would like to see a Final Fight movie with John Goodman as Mike Hugger.
Okay, I'll say this scene would work a lot better if the tone for the first half hadn't set up for so serious a vibe.
Hooray, we just killed a man.
Yay. Again, this seems to be the sports of in this movie.
Okay, this scene would have worked...
Younger James on motorcycles.
Really? Nonja? That's a joke? Ugh.
Okay, like I say, this scene would have worked out better if it were in the first half to set up, a more comedic tone
for
this.
Jova, we get it. We get it, Jova. Okay.
Sorry. Well, that's the problem. Every single problem seems to go back to the same root. Things would work a lot better if X happened here, but yeah.
Okay, I'm at 82, 41, 42, 43.
Oh, you're about the same
3
time
seconds
as us. 1
behind
second
us.
behind us.
3 behind, hang on. Okay, 83, 27, I'll pause that then.
Sure.
Not that I'm missing anything, it's just basically the Japanese guy got poisoned and he can't compete in the race, so they got someone to replace him.
So, the Japanese guy, is he on the team as well? Wait, no, he couldn't be. It's a team of 2. So, what point does he play with this? Why is he even there?
He's working with them to stop Royalton, I guess.
He's there because...
Oh, okay. So the Japanese guy apparently has something to indict Royalton. Why hasn't he taken that to court?
Because shall I, count me in and then I'll find out whether I can spoil Jover.
I take it the Japanese guy isn't in the original show.
8327?
Mm-hmm. We're kind of past that.
What?
Sorry, it was the shittiness distracted us.
Okay, 8423.
Okay.
All right.
And now we have our Will Smith look-alike.
I'm gonna be looking more at still images. Normally I'd be complaining that I'd be looking at still images more than the actual film, but honestly, this looks much more appealing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh look, a guy in drag.
Look at this. Look at this as a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
8423, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and now it's the girl.
Okay, and click. So yeah, more racing.
So now someone's sister is driving the car?
My God,
Wow.
This fucking green screen.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
We can have Kyrie having a Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts, so we can have this.
Oh, I get it.
I mean, the green screen in the Fairy Tale ending of Highlander 2 was shit, but at least that has the excuse that it's a 1991 movie.
This is 2008. And don't go. And again, don't go saying, "Oh, this was intentional." It still looks like shit. In fact, that makes it look.
Saying something is intentional doesn't give it a pass.
Don't you see, Dwebs? Don't you see, Dwebs? This movie was intentionally designed to be crap.
Oh, I see what they're doing. So apparently those three are working together on a team.
Oh,
okay.
it's like the theory that Nostalgia Critic had about the Felix the Cat movie. It's where someone's money, drug money went.
And again, I think making something intentionally bad actually makes it worse because it kind of tells me that you don't give a shit about what you're making.
Well, depends on the kind of bad movie it is, because Expendables was intended to be bad, and yet it was awesome.
But this is.
It depends on what kind of, like, for example, Expendables is dumb as shit, except the movie is completely, especially the second one, is completely aware of it, and flat out satirizes itself for being dumb.
This is trying to take itself seriously. And even when it doesn't take itself seriously, it just comes off as an incredibly awkward tone shift.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
you know, Dwebs, I'm going to go at it again. I'll take Jupiter Ascending over this, because at least Jupiter Ascending was it shorter?
You having fun.
Is it shorter or longer?
Yeah, it's shorter.
So there you go. It's shorter, and we have Eddie Redmayne.
Where would you place Mars Needs Mums in between these two?
Oh, Mars Needs Mums.
I'll take Mars Needs Mums over this, because for one specific reason, it's shorter.
I don't know.
Again, it goes back to my main problem when it comes to discussing bad movies.
I don't know. I don't know.
Would I rather be tortured for 2 hours and a half or for 90 minutes? I wouldn't enjoy either, but I'll take less time.
I don't know, Pedro, because whereas Mars Needs Mom was utterly confusing from scene to scene, this one at least has some coherence. And at least actually has some enjoyable scenes.
Hold on, what is it, Whips?
I hate this scene. They're still in the middle of a race, and yet later on they're going to have a fight, even though they're miles ahead. They shouldn't be wasting time, and yet when the fight's over, they get overtaken, which makes these characters incredibly stupid.
There is, however, one positive thing in this. If I remember correctly, this is the part where Michael brings up the Speed Racer theme in the score. By the way, Teo, thanks for Michael Giacchino.
Okay.
Because, well, I think he's American, but he has Italian heritage.
Yeah, he does.
So I think I see what they're...
And isn't Giacchino an Italian name?
Not properly. I mean,
it's Italian-American.
Yeah, it's Italianish, but
no, it's because in the audio commentary of the La Luna short for Pixar, which Michael did the score for that, John Lasseter actually did say they were looking for a composer, and Lasseter was like, "Oh, we have an Italian composer who did the music for our films. Get him."
I mean, it can be, but it's extremely rare because I haven't heard that much.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Giacchino.
Of course, they were hiding in the trunk.
Ow. Ow.
And the monkey flings shit at his
Ouch.
face.
Because monkey humor.
And because comedy.
It's monkey.
Oh gosh, this
you
editing is
vapid
terrible.
horse.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait,
Here
hold on.
it is,
Wait,
Tail.
when did we get into the sin? Wait, when did we get? I'm
Let
sorry.
me copy and paste it. Here it is. His father's ancestors came from Sicily, and his mother's ancestors immigrated from Abruzzo in southern Italy. There you go.
Oh, El Terrone, okay.
Okay, when did this become when did this become Frank Miller's The Spirit tone of fight scenes?
Again, the same year, 2008.
Hold on. Let me try to pay some attention because, if I'm not mistaken, this is where Michael busts up the Speed Racer theme. And it's kind of glorious because I have to admit, it's pretty glorious for me to listen to that theme playing with a full orchestra.
Yeah, I have to admit, I mean, this scene does kind of work for a fight scene. I mean, okay, here's my issue though. Why not basically have the main theme of this be okay, occasional over-the-topness. You should have opened the film with this, yet no, you opened it in the first half with seriousness, and now we finally have this. It feels rather jarring.
Oh my god. It was funnier. It was funnier when Emmy did it. LCD.
Again, Pedro, could you imagine if they actually made? Could you
Oh,
actually,
here it is. Listen. Oh, come on, Michael. Sorry, yeah, the Wachowskis probably told him to stop. No, keep going. I want to listen to it.
Could you imagine if Level 5 actually made a Professor Layton game in this style?
Nah, Level 5, fortunately, has a good head on his shoulders.
Oh, and also, they actually made a game adaptation of this film.
Wow.
I heard that the game was better than the movie.
For the Wii and the PS2.
I heard the movie was.
Wow.
I mean,
Any of you guys want to volunteer?
I heard the game was better than the movie.
No.
The closest Level 5 has come to making something in this style is Yokai Watch, because Yokai Watch is very comedic and has a lot of and even
Don't you mean Inazuma 11?
Well, okay, fine, Inazuma 11, sure. I guess you can kind of say that one is closer to that, but yeah, I guess Joe has a point. Yeah, Inazuma 11, probably. Though still, I'll take Inazuma 11 over this, because at least in Inazuma 11, it was actually much more well done in terms of the colors and the angles and shit. Not, the only real over the top thing in Inazuma 11 was the football special moves. The rest of the actual game is a turn-based strategy RPG, so it's not really. Unless, of course, you're talking about the anime, of course. In the anime, basically, the best way I can describe the anime is basically Dragon Ball, but basically football. It's football Dragon Ball style, basically. Anyway,
I thought that was galactic football.
Oh, that no.
It's Captain Tsubasa for weeaboos.
And besides, galactic football's made in France.
Basically, no. What Shiroi means is that basically the very last game of the series, because the series is actually over already, it's been replaced with Yokai Watch. The very last game in the Inazuma 11 series is where you're saving the universe basically the point is someone's trying to take over the universe using football, and you have to save it.
Of course.
Wait, hold on. Did that car have a number 5 on its side?
Yeah, it's the Mach 5 again.
Wait, I thought you said they only used it for one race.
I might have remembered wrong then, I apologise. Okay, I lagged again a bit there. 93:15.
Sure, okay.
It's ironic, for a film called Speed Racer, I'm having a hard time getting caught up to speed on this video. But I'm
built for speed.
Where did you learn to watch movies? Anyway, 9313, right?
9315.
Oh, 15, okay. 9315.
Oh, goody! The old classic oil slick.
Again, Dwebs, blessing in disguise.
Yeah, looking at still images of this film is better than watching the actual film itself.
Oh my God! They actually did the except it was very badly done. And click.
Yeah,
How do
I
you
mean,
badly do the
well, I
They-
mean
they-
that.
I don't know.
They couldn't even get the right.
You know, it's bad when you can't even get like you can't even get something bad right.
Well, that aside, I mean, like I said, I mean, this actually seemed.
Yay, more murder. Oh no, yeah, the parachute.
I mean, it's like this. I mean, now the film actually seems to have a better sense of direction. It's like, hey, some action,
Oh, we're in Paris.
a bit of seriousness, and a bit of over-the-topness. Why wasn't it like this from the start? If you did it more like this, you would have been better.
What?
Well, this was a bad point to return, wasn't it? Back to my DS.
I know they're trying to pose like.
I know they're
show-
throwing the credits at us, or
The
what is
credits?
that?
Now,
I don't
Is
know
it
what-
the Matrix now?
the Nasdaq, the stock market.
Oh, I'm still grumpy.
They're throwing the stock market at us.
Because kids will totally know what the stock market is.
Okay.
It's like the Superman. It's like that Superman game on the NES.
Okay. So from what I can gather, the Japanese guy apparently wanted to win to do something for his family, get money for their company, get rid of royalty or something.
Who cares?
Yeah, go away, Rufio. You're drunk.
Oh! So, is he actually going to do his part, or was... Wait, so was the Japanese guy
Morgan
evil?
Freeman?
What?
Mutually beneficial. Like, is he talking about... Actually, no, the movie wasn't beneficial to anyone.
Yeah.
Except Felix.
Maybe the Wachowskis.
You know, it's like I say, it's
Actually,
like...
no, this movie didn't make any money.
No, it bombed, remember?
Yeah, it's like I say, had the movie been more like this from the start and then gone on, this would be at least better and more faithful, but no, it's way late into the film. What is it? You know, I'm starting to see a trend with some adaptations like this, the Super Mario Brothers Z film, insert other adaptation. Why is that in some adaptation? It takes forever for the main heroes to actually get into costume and for the movie to actually seem like the adaptation. Like, at some points, it's when the movie's practically over.
So
Now,
I
sometimes
that's a Legend of Zelda adaptation where Link is an alcoholic, depressed dude that halfway through gets these.
Wait, Link? They make Link an alcoholic?
I mean,
no.
He's
Joe,
speculating.
Guys,
Taylor's making
the
an
Japanese-
hypothesis about
if they transform.
Hold on,
if they
hold
transform Peter
on,
Pan
guys. Dwib's
into
telling
that
us something.
in the book,
What is it, Dwibs?
that Japanese person the racers were working with was a bad guy all along.
Oh my
What?
god, I totally care.
Anyway, no, Shiroi. What Teo?
And
Teo
now
was just,
Speed's apparently
thinking of
taking
a
his
potential,
anger out on the track? What?
Teo was just thinking of a potential Zelda movie maybe in this time.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, Speed is literally taking his rage out on the track. What?
And now Racer X comes.
To calm him
'Cause-
down, I guess. So I guess he's
He's
mad
going to talk
because...
some sense into him, isn't he?
No,
Not
Oh.
really.
there's no sense in this movie. So
Okay.
Wait, Speed, what are you doing? Oh, wait. Oh, I get it. He probably thinks that Racer X was in on it with the Japanese guy. Takagio, I think?
You betrayed me. I treat you like a princess, and you betrayed me.
Well done. You killed Racer X.
Racer S.
Wait, Racer X? Rex? Racer X?
no. So Racer X is actually Rex, aka Speed Racer's little brother. Oh my God! See, it's
Wait.
totally a clever.
Okay, let's
or
listen.
Not.
So he has
Yes.
been demoted from brother to friend.
Hold on, let me listen. Oh!
Wait, does he actually know he's his brother at this point?
They're
He
picking
seems
us
to
out.
be-
Hold on.
He seems to be calling it. He's listing all the reasons why.
Basically, the movie decided to give a big fuck you to the cartoon here. There we
Really?
go.
It's not his brother.
What?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
no,
his
no,
brother.
No. Okay, allow me to say this because it's stupid.
Hold on,
anyways, I'll
don't
just
spoil
it.
anything. Don't spoil anything. Don't spoil anything.
They were gonna reveal it in a moment anyway. Oh,
So
fine.
wait, it's
Jesus.
so
it's fucking
not...
Speed Racer, Joe. But do you still actually care?
I care about the show, and to an extent, I care about this adaptation. But let me get this straight. So that's not his brother.
It actually is Rex, except he had a face surgery.
Oh.
Wait. No, wait. But what the film's saying right now is that he's not Rex.
But he is Rex.
Yeah, he is Rex, but he's lying to Speed.
So we're not supposed to know that yet.
We don't know yet.
I'm guessing the Watchers were planning for a sequel.
No. Well, I mean, I'm guessing that they reveal it later, but I mean, I'm guessing that this was supposed to be a fake out, but then we find out it's really his brother by the end of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have saved that so that we could have had genuine reactions.
Who cares?
Yeah, really, who cares?
I do.
I'm just
whatever.
enjoying.
Well, that's your fault.
I mean, it's like I said, this film actually had some enjoyable moments. It's like, it finally got me invested when the film actually started to act like a Speed Racer film, but I get the feeling it's going to move away from that, isn't it?
Yep.
They're going to have more ADD racing.
So I guess he's sad now because it turns out that Racer X wasn't his brother, apparently. Oh, he's running away.
Oh, that's mature.
Yeah.
I can't take this shit anymore. I'm running away and
Why-
never coming back.
Well, I mean,
Running away doesn't help you deal with your problems.
Remember what happened last time?
Yeah.
Remember what happened in Lion King?
Remember, Shiroi, if you had time to worry, then run.
Oh, God.
Sonic 06.
This is what happened. Hang on. This is almost reusing the exact same scene from earlier in almost every way. Camera frame, John Goodman sitting there, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he's mopey because he got tricked by the Japanese guy, which I guess, to be fair, I kind of didn't see that coming. So I guess I can see why he's all despair and everything.
So are these the Wachowskis saying that Japanese are not trustworthy?
That's racist.
Yeah.
That's racist.
Bing!
Nah, that's just a character. I don't take it as that.
I hope so. I mean, the Wachowskis has proven many times to be very borderline racist.
And they'll continue to be that with, I think, with Cloud Atlas.
Anywho, pardon me for a bit.
Okay.
Because the last movie they did before this that they were involved in was, I think it was V for Vendetta.
Yeah, they wrote but they didn't direct.
Yeah, they got the guy who can actually direct.
Ooh.
Their first assistant director for the Matrix films, James McTeague.
How could this happen to me?
I mean, could you imagine if they actually had John Goodman act like the guy from the show?
What do you mean?
And I mean, like, because again, the problem with this adaptation is that all the characters are pretty straight-faced, whereas in the show they were really over the top. Could you imagine if John Goodman had to do over the top in this film?
The problem is that John Goodman is not the right person to play Speed's dad, because Speed's dad is let's just say his voice, John Goodman's voice, doesn't fit what the character from the cartoon. Like, can you imagine John Goodman going all gruff all the time? Like, it doesn't. I mean, trust me, if you've heard the voice in the cartoon, you'd know.
I wonder if any of the people who acted in this were actually involved with the show in any way at all.
Aside from
Yeah, they were.
Okay, I'm back.
aside from
The old guy at the beginning was apparently the original voice of Speed.
I wonder how they felt when looking at this after. Well, the
Probably,
finished
yeah,
product.
Sure, like Franklin Langella would say, the higher the scream, the higher the paycheck.
I was gonna say this kind of that bit you just said reminded me of the reaction some of the original Mission Impossible TV show cast had to the first film. Some of them were so appalled by it.
Wait, Mission Impossible is based on a TV series?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a couple of the
I
Really?
knew that.
I didn't know
You
that.
didn't know that?
You didn't
No.
know?
a couple members of the
Like,
during that film.
have you been living under a fucking rock? Like,
during okay, can I
Go ahead.
during the part when it turned out that the main character of the TV show, Jim Phelps, was actually a villain in the first film. The cast of the original show that watched it was so enraged they walked out the theater.
Wow.
Wow.
But then again, why do people talk about the films nowadays than the show?
Because Tom Cruise.
Have any of you? I haven't really seen the show, to be honest. Have any of you?
Again,
I
I have
haven't.
never. I didn't.
No, I
haven't
didn't know it
heard-
existed.
I hadn't heard of it
I
before.
have. You're talking about Mission Impossible, right?
The show, yeah.
Yes, of course I have. What do you think the original Mission Impossible theme came from? Dun, dun, dun,
Did you
dun,
like
dun,
the show?
Dun, 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 dun. Well, for a 60s show, it was fine. I mean, yeah, it was campy, but 60s, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, again. So what you're, but so basically, Theo and Shiro, what you're telling me is that you are familiar with the wonderful, iconic theme of the show, but you don't know, you didn't even know where the theme came from.
I thought it originated with the movies.
Me too.
Well, the more
Fair
you know.
enough. Fair enough.
It's like you saying me the Star Wars originated from a TV series and the iconic theme comes from that.
Wait, Star Wars originated from a TV series?
No, I made an example, Jova. Don't act like Drax, but
Did Star Wars originate from everything, or from anything, or is it just a film?
Star Wars it takes elements from Japanese folklore, samurai movies, sci-fi,
There you
old
go.
40 movies.
So it's a
mute
sci-fi
cinema.
samurai movie.
Yeah, it's a tribute to basically all genres of cinema up until that point, pretty much.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Besides, I need to take my eyes off this for a bit.
Fair enough.
Mushy.
So Taijo's sister gives him an automatic invitation to the Grand Prix, apparently.
Sure, why not? I mean, I used to see back when I was a little kid. Mission Impossible used to air here in Portugal, so I grew up with that show.
How intense.
So I guess they're building a new car. Or
Called Zibit.
dude, why do you need to build a new car anyway? Don't you already have the iconic Mach 5, you know? The actual car from the show? Come on, Wachowskis, you have the car already. You don't need to make...
Alright, hold on, just found a better one. The actual intro instead of just the theme. Here it is, the original intro for the 60s show.
Okay, I'll check.
I've just been thinking, I can't wait till Jova puts a status up on SSMB, giving his thoughts on the film, and all the people that do like the song trying to refute him.
Great, and then I'm going to have to pull an Ace Attorney on them.
I mean, it's a shame because Felix is such a nice guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
he...
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't agree in this case is all.
He can be, he's a nice guy, of course, but that's just the fact that he's wrong.
Sure, I know. That's what makes it more cringe.
Well, and again, I'm you know, sometimes I disagree with my friends on films.
Yeah, I mean, Felix is nice, but I will have to say I disagree with him a lot on some things.
They made a Speed Racer ice sculpture car.
Sure, why not?
Speed Racer the musical on ice.
Could you imagine if they actually did make a sequel to this?
Jesus, no. I mean, it bombed so hard. I'm pretty sure no one wants to have anything to do with it.
Well, they're making a new Speed Racer TV show.
I don't even know if I
neat.
want. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do Final Fantasy 7 after this because this movie's making me so tired.
That was my fear.
That was my fear too.
And yet you proposed that, Jova. Thank you.
Yes, I proposed
And now
it.
John Goodman is Super Mario.
Yeah, that could be something. If they do another Super Mario movie, get John Goodman to be Mario's dad or something.
That's okay. Well. If all four of you guys are still fine, I'll
It's the Max 6 again.
I'll manage. If it's just me,
Sorry.
then I'll take one for the team. Don't worry.
Yeah, sorry, Jova. No Mach 5 for the final race.
You know, I'm not even gonna get mad. I'm just disappointed. It's like, seriously, wouldn't the idea of this to... Okay, I've never seen an adaptation that literally has the actual thing used. You know, you use it for a good portion of the film, but then you just throw it away for the end. It's like, what the hell? It's like, even the Super Mario Brothers movie at least kept them in the actual outfits for, you know, the final fight and everything. I mean, and it's not like the Mach 5 was even destroyed, so why get rid of it all of a sudden?
So is it just the four? So yeah, is it just the four of you then? Are you guys still fine?
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
too.
All right then.
I've
I'll
only
take one
taken half the blow that you guys have, so...
I'll take one for the team. Don't worry.
Thank you, Pedro.
Unless there's something we can do without Pedro.
No. Don't worry. I'll manage.
Okay.
If that's any consolation, there will be probably no characters that need your voice in the next part. Anyway.
This movie is so tiring.
Who names their character speed? Who names their children speeds in that anyway? Was it the drugs they were on?
Well, the joke I used to do as a kid is because the show's currently on speed.
Oh, hi,
so they probably thought, you know what? Everything's always on speed where we live. Might as well call.
Oh shit! We're back to heads flying across the screen editing. The screen is so seamless.
Yeah, totally.
I can't tell where it starts and where it stops.
Are we now in the Hunger Games dystopian future?
Ugh, no, ew. Ah, Jesus, did the Wachowskis puke on the screen?
This is quite possibly the ugliest movie I've ever seen.
And this was from 2008. I know I keep saying this, but again, 2008. A lot of advances have been made during the time. This one was like this one came out in the year 2000.
You say I repeat stuff.
What else can I say?
Exactly my point.
What else can I say? What else can I say? What else can I say? What else can I say?
Welcome to Corneria. Welcome to Corneria.
Sorry, Dwibs.
Excuse me for a moment. I'm just going to go get my hammer.
Dwibs.exe needs a reboot.
Okay, here's the reboot.
Why do you need a hammer?
Because I'm about to. Because I'm about. That's why, Shiroi. There, that'll fix it.
Yeah. I can't remember. What are we watching again?
We're watching.
Wacky
Shark Boy and Level Girl 2.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I believe it at this point.
Jeremy Irons? Okay, seriously, what is it with these actor
I'll be honest,
lookalikes?
guys, I haven't actually seen that film.
What? Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Oh, great!
Don't bother, Shiroi. It's terrible.
It's the head. Oh my god!
If you're gonna watch it, Shiroi, watch it with our commentary.
Oh my god! Head overload.
Okay.
Too many heads.
This is not. This is not. Ugh. Stop, please.
I guess you need to be head up.
Ugh.
All right. What the?
Wow, great start.
I remember seeing the advert for this movie all those years ago, and I was bored watching that.
Wow, you know it's bad. Well, sure, maybe that's why the film bombed. Everyone was so bored by the adverts.
Yeah, they just didn't want to see it.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to admit, for all the commercials they showed, it wasn't really that exciting. You see, here's what
film about racing cars.
Well, Dwibs, that actually can be exciting. It's like I say, Speed Racer. I mean,
zebras.
Okay, it's like this. It's like this. Had they shown the scenes with the Mach 5, then actually that would have been worse. Well, then I would have felt that that was worth seeing, because the scenes with the Mach 5 are quite possibly the best scenes in this movie. And yeah, maybe that's one of the main problems. Every time they showed a scene with the car, it was out of the Mach 6, so people sort of knew.
Way, yeah, another thing, Dwebs. Jupiter Ascending didn't make us want to vomit.
True. Just made me want to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that better?
Actually, I think they're just both as bad as each other.
Really?
Moving.
Yeah, hang on, let me think. God, I gotta think about it now. Jesus.
Like I said earlier, Jupiter Ascending is shorter and it has Eddie Redmayne.
Okay. So let me see if I can get this straight. The bad guy Royalton has apparently put a hit out on Speed Racer's head. Sure, why not?
Because, of course.
Because tension, I guess.
Okay, I'll admit. I think this might be worse than Jupiter Ascending, because at least Jupiter Ascending's graphics looked professional, you know what I mean?
Oh my god, people were cheering over that guy's death.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I mean, I could still. I mean, they still look fake, but at least it looked like it was actually made by, actual filmmakers.
Whereas this,
I mean, with so much CGI, why making a live action anyway? Why not making a 3D animated movie?
Hey,
we had Cars 2 for that.
I guess.
Ugh, stop doing the head thing.
Talk to the head.
And now circus music from Sonic 3
For some
Blast.
reason.
I guess even Michael got drunk at this point.
Yeah.
I'm
so
gonna
far,
have to.
this last race has been the only one I've been able to watch.
Yeah, I know. This race is actually kind of entertaining. The problem, like I say,
it's kind of basic.
Okay. I guess for me, it's like, okay, now we're going back to the problem I had with the first few races in this movie.
Jesus Christ! Fucking stop it! Even I'm getting sick of this.
These races would work so much better if they toned down on the CGI and actually had some real set pieces. Why not?
Jova, that will take effort.
Yeah, you're right.
Again, and like I said, even with the CGI, at least in the Star Wars prequels, Lucas actually put effort into making them. They actually looked professional. They looked like their budget. What's this film's excuse?
And if I recall correctly, Dibs, with the prequel trilogy, there was actually still some real settings, even with all the CGI.
Yeah, there was. So what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, there's really no excuse. I mean, even if you're using cars, you can... Huh?
And weren't people praising the Wachowskis for the Matrix film when they used practical effects over CGI? Now they've gone a complete 180.
Yeah, the Wachowskis themselves are using CGI now. So let me get to...
It's not even good-looking CGI.
So the Wachowskis are trying to go outside their comfort zone, I guess.
Yeah, look how all this worked out.
To be fair, Dibs, even if within their comfort zone, they suck.
Too bad out of their comfort zone is making us uncomfortable.
Okay, so yeah, Jupiter Ascending is better than this, but I'm still pondering which one I'll take, this or Cloud Atlas.
Honestly, Pedro, I really think...
Is this shorter than Cloud Atlas?
Much shorter.
Yes, much shorter.
This.
Shorter is 3 hours. Sorry. What I meant is Cloud Atlas is 3 hours.
Wait, and now Racer X is going mad? What? Why is Racer X all of a sudden going crazy now?
It's because Cloud Atlas. See, this movie. You see, the thing is, Twibs, this movie is annoying as shit. Yes.
Yeah.
However, it's a different kind of annoying as shit. Whereas this is the annoying, obnoxious kind of shit. Whereas Cloud Atlas was the annoyingly pretentious kind of shit. So it's I'm going to go again with the usual thing. Yeah, they're both equally annoying shit, but this is shorter.
Also, this is more entertaining from what I've heard than Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas is just fucking, like, when it's not annoying you with its pretentiousness, it's just plain boring. Oh, and guess what, Jova? Apparently, the Wachowskis saw and loved Lady in the Water because they thought it would be a great idea to also kill a critic in their movie.
Wait, this movie?
No, in Cloud Atlas.
Basically,
You're a bastard.
basically they pulled a lily in the water and had a critic be killed off.
Are they going to
Hey,
pull...
for future Wachowski movies, does anyone have any good book recommendations?
Book recommend? I'm not really much of a book guy anymore, so.
Oh, okay.
I know a lot of books they could do it, but I'm afraid that they'll ruin them. So, what's going on right now? Are they
Speed
pulling...
got wrecked.
Yeah. The car has a soul or some shit. Are we gonna pull that?
I think they do, yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
He fixes it with the power of magic.
Hold on, let me listen. Oh, he's going to jumpstart it.
Anytime. Speed.
Use the
Oh
force,
god, he's
Luke.
going to do it. Oh!
Well, that made no sense whatsoever.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I see what they were trying to do. I think... If I recall correctly, in the show, there's a special super...
Jesus Christ, the movie's become even more on speed.
Ah,
Okay, if I can recall correctly, they're basically doing an adaptation off of the super duper hyper, you remember the lever from the show, Pedro? You know, the one that allows him to go really fast, but only as a last...
I know, but it looks like shit here.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. I'm just filling in Shiroi and Tio because they probably have no idea where this is coming
okay.
from.
Now they're doing the flashback things to previous in the film.
What the...
And now they're going artsy for some reason.
The fuck?
Like I said, this must be such a great movie to watch when you're stoned.
Well, I've never been stoned, so I wouldn't know.
Well, this film's the closest you're gonna get.
Although from what Pedro said, apparently the School Days finale was even more insane than this.
The School Days finale.
Yeah, you remember the magical hard Kokoro-chan thing that we commentated on?
The one
At least no. I'll take that over this because at least that finale didn't take itself seriously.
I didn't know if you were talking about the whole magical girl thing or that really graphic, gruesome murder.
That finale where they completely switched genres, basically.
You know, the one where it went all magical girl on us.
Yes, I know.
And now we're looking back to him as a kid again, and... Wait.
I have to say that, to be fair, the one episode before that one was actually good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, what that guy said. Here we go again.
Gee, Pedro, these PS4 graphics looks very impressive.
Yeah. Hey, when you think about it, this could make a pretty cool PS4 game.
However, I will actually. Theo reminded me of something. There's one thing though, too. Sorry, Dwibs.
Yeah.
I'll still take this CGI over the CGI in the high frame rate Hobbit movie.
Well, I'm probably
Oh
never.
my god, guys, I think he's gonna win.
Oh, fuck me.
What the?
Explode! What?
What?
Did they?
Now he's going Kubrick.
What?
Pedro, when did this be? What the? When did this become a Kubrick film?
What?
The car is still standing.
Except Kubrick's visuals in 2001 are mind fucking, not annoying.
Am
He
I
did.
dead? Yeah.
He won.
You see, Dwibs.
We're alive!
Okay, Dwibs, basically, I don't know what you were going to ask after I said that, but basically, trust me, Dwibs, you had to see the high frame rate to fully understand what I mean. Trust me.
I can't now, so...
I know, but trust me. That is the worst looking movie I have ever seen. Trust me, this movie looks good by comparison.
Which one?
It's the high frame rate version of the first Hobbit movie.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that to me. Okay.
Like I said, looking at a waterfall, you might as well be looking at a blue wall. Like the CG looks terrible.
Rage! Rage!
The CG looked like PS3 cutscenes.
Pedro, are you sure it wouldn't look like that without the high frame rate version?
I haven't seen the low frame rate version, but I've
Wait,
been
is that
told
Pele?
but I've been told the reason why it looked like that was because of the high frame rate. I've
my
been
God,
told by
that-
people who watched
oh my
the
God,
low
that-
frame rate version.
Oh my god, that black guy looked like Pele.
No, it wasn't him.
I've been
I
told
know,
by
I know,
people
I
who
know, I
watched
know,
the
I
low
know.
frame
I'm
rate
just saying that
version
it looked
the
a lot
low
like
frame-
him because...
I know, Pedro.
Okay, so now we have a Pele look-alike.
Who cares?
Touching ending. Music's good. Now, if only the movie, for the most part, had been, you know, earning of this. And who are these two?
The guy on the left is
Don't
Racer
care.
X.
The movie's almost over.
Wait,
Let's just.
wait, but he was racing with Racer X.
No, it was not.
No. Wasn't that Racer X who was racing?
No, it was another guy hired by the evil corporate lord.
I'm pretty sure that was the... whatever. I could have sworn that was the Racer X9 car. Ugh.
The film's driving Jova insane.
No, it's not. I'm not going to lose to this film.
What a shame.
Well, I lost when I went.
The movie tried to eat us.
What the?
They're showing the backstory of. Hold on.
Well, at least they know show don't tell. At least
There you go. He actually got to see his own funeral, and here's the face surgery I was talking about.
Face off.
So they're showing us to this with no dialogue whatsoever. Why?
because show don't tell, I guess.
So is he going to reveal to his brother?
No. I forgot. Did he ever do that in the show?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did by the finale. I think. Let me check.
So, like Jova said earlier, was this meant to have a sequel? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
it was.
they were planning for a sequel, but well, the box office was.
yeah.
Milk? Let me guess. It's another thing of a show. Speed doesn't drink champagne, it drinks milk.
Actually, yeah, I think it is.
Huh. They actually got something right.
Well, from what you've been saying throughout this
And the
film,
movie's
there have
nearly
been
over.
really tiny accuracies.
Basically, Teo, the Speed is a choir boy.
Okay.
Hey, the choir's going
Yeah,
on
I
in the
can't blame him.
background.
I don't drink either. I'd probably do that too.
Trust me, it would help you through stuff like this a lot better.
I concur.
I think pizza's done me fine, this movie.
Surprised you didn't throw up that pizza because of the effects in this film, Shiori.
Well, I have been told to look away at those moments, so... Oh.
Go away, kid! We were actually having a good moment!
No. You see, Jova, it's cooties. Girls have cooties and shit. Yeah, it's not like because kids in 2008 still have this, right? Ugh.
No.
This joke was fucking dated even by the late 90s.
Heck, even when I was in school, the cooties thing wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, me too. It's like cootie. You know what's funny is like anyone who actually tried using the cootie thing in my school was made fun of for the fact that they actually used something so old, even in elementary school.
And yay, the film's over.
Yay, Royalton!
And now you hear the Speed Racer theme.
And now we're watching a chip, this monkey.
And it's the original Japanese theme.
With a hip hop remix.
It's fine enough, I guess.
No, this one part isn't. Hold on.
Oh.
Production design.
Wow, this sounds like garbage.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds like one of those rap songs they put at the end of the Pokemon movies.
The visual effects
The Poke Rap.
Music by Michael Ticino.
The the visual effects supervisors did not do their job well at
Visual
all.
Which is
effects-
interesting, was because as the credits just told us, the special effects guy for this movie was John Gaeta.
What did he do?
You know, the guy who the special effects guy.
I meant what films did he do? Oh, really?
John Gaeta, the guy who did
But the
special
Matrix
effects.
films looked good. What the hell? Well, at least better than this. Oh yeah, Roger Allen, that was his name.
Now we're actually listening to actual voice clips from the show.
Oh god.
I love that old show.
Yeah, but being associated with a fucking monkey is not.
Oh,
The Rocky was in the original show anyway.
Joy.
I think.
Yes.
Mute
You're
it,
crumbling.
please.
You're crumbling down again.
Wait, hold on. It sounds better now. Anywho, as I was saying, I think the monkey was in the show, but he wasn't this unfunny. In fact, he was actually funny in the show.
And as I said again, the Wachowskis are probably 10 years too late because monkeys were not funny even in the 90s, and yet they thought bringing back that type of comedy would have been successful.
I'm surprised they didn't put a different spin on monkey comedy. They're still possible, but god dang it, the Wachowskis blew it with the monkey.
Anyway, final thoughts, guys.
I'll go for.
It's
Shall I
a
go
piece
first?
of shit. Next.
Okay.
Ugliest movie I've ever seen with
Okay.
forgettable music.
As a
Okay,
s-
Jova?
As a Speed Racer fan, I am disgusted with this film. Okay, this film does something that other adaptations don't do. It literally tases you with, actually having good moments, moments that actually feel like the show. Heck, the scene in the desert was actually well done. It had him in the outfit, it had him in the actual Mach 5, it had the usual hijinks. And heck, even the one with the fight scene in the mountain was actually okay. It was deliciously hammy, and it worked with the whole comedy thing. But the problem is that the comedy element actually only comes more so the halfway. I mean, yeah, we occasionally have scenes with the boy and monkey, but those fall flat on their butts, their faces, their entire body parts. I mean, and yeah, the last race is cool, but again, they completely take out the Mach 5. And I'm not saying this as a nitpick, I'm just saying it just feels wrong to have, Mach 5, the iconic vehicle from the actual show, be sidelined for the Mach 6. I mean, it's like they hated Speed Racer. And yeah, to confirm, yes, it is eventually revealed to Speed in the show that his brother is Racer X, so I guess they were setting this up for a sequel. But yeah, it's terrible. Some of the characters feel like it, but then they go to these awful personalities, and yeah, I'm just left awfully disappointed in this film.
You guys didn't see it in the cinema, Jova?
No, I did not see it in the cinema.
Are you glad?
I have it on DVD, so I guess now I can actually know it. This is my first time watching it, but yeah, I'm glad I did not pay money for this. So yeah,
Taylor.
yeah.
What Pedro said. I mean,
Whoops.
if there's one thing I can add is that the constant genre shifting is distracting, to say the least. Like now we're in racing movie, then there are ninjas, then there's corrupting policies and tax economy, and what the fuck?
Oh my
ahead,
god,
Rich.
is this the actual theme?
Okay, my thoughts.
Sure.
Okay, I'm speaking from the perspective of someone that hasn't seen all that much of the show. As just a regular cinema goer, what the hell happened for this film? I don't know what the plot was. I don't know what the visual effects people were thinking.
If I can give this film one thing, though, I mean, the plot's kind of simple when you think about it. Bad guy tries to force Speed into helping him, and he doesn't.
They even managed to convolute that with stuff about
The Japanese guy.
Who's typing?
Shiroi.
Shiroi. Shiroi's keyboard has the power of a thunderstorm.
Shiroi is.
I'm punching the keyboard.
Yeah, she's
Shiroi.
Hollywood hacking.
Shiroi teaches typing.
Anyway.
Anyway, they even managed to convolute the simple story with stuff about stock markets and corporate stuff and shit.
And ninjas.
And ninjas.
Mafias.
It's
Yeah.
a kids' movie that kids won't be able to understand.
Oh yeah, that's right. The
I'm-
adult humor is, ugh.
Let's give. I know. Let's give the middle finger in a kids' film.
And let's have the little kid be the one to do it. That'll set a good example for kids,
Yeah,
won't it?
and that'll bring.
And then have the same kid later on talk about cooties, a very childish thing.
Yeah, but that'll get all the kids to the theatres in droves. Oh no, wait, it didn't. Never
And
mind.
it's totally funny, right?
And actually I have a theory, because like, now that you mention it, Dwibs, when I think about it, every commercial I saw was always the car being the Mach 6, which I think that was sort of a sign to a lot of people that this film was kind of going to be one of those adaptations. Because, let's be fair, almost all of the scenes with the Mach 6 are boring compared to the ones with the Mach 5. Not to mention the fact that it's the Mach 6. They're clearly going to go for something. And lo and behold, looks like we were right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go on.
So yeah, overall, this film sucks. I mean, I know there's fans of it, and if you like this film for
I
some
can see
bizarre
why it's a
reason,
cult classic.
then good for you. You like the film, that's great.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't stand it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, I guess I will admit, I could watch this film in, like, parts, because there were actually some parts I did legitimately enjoy. Basically, I more so enjoy the latter half more so, because it's actually embracing the hamminess, and of course there's the scenes with the Mach 5, and the last race actually did feel wonderfully over the top. So, I guess this is far from the worst film I've ever seen. In fact, I may dare say that this is Wachowski's best film, though that's not saying much.
Yeah. Shiroi?
I've already given my
so let
final
me get this
thoughts.
straight. You're actually
It's,
okay. I'm not a fan of the first Matrix movie, but you're actually telling me that this is better than the first Matrix movie. I mean, at least that movie had a fucking structure.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
honestly, Pedro, as convoluted as it got, this film itself did have a structure, and honestly, this movie got me more invested than the first Matrix did. At least, you know, if I can give it that. Also, the protagonist at least actually felt like a protagonist I could follow, whereas Neo felt like a Gary Stu in certain places as well. I mean, you gotta admit, Pedro, I'm pretty sure that you didn't believe for a second that Neo was gonna be the big savior.
But he was the big savior.
No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, honestly, would you have believed that, even with all the stuff they had said?
Whatever.
At least with this film, I can actually...
Shiroi's thoughts, like I'll just quote what she said. Yeah, one biggest movie she's ever seen, and but the music was fine, right, Shiroi?
yeah, it was okay. Wasn't anything special, but it wasn't terrible.
It's sad
All
thing
right.
is that a terrible movie
That's
is...
pretty much it. Dweb, send us away.
So anyway, that was Speed Racer, the film. I hope you enjoyed listening to our commentary, and I apologise if you're throwing up or have to go to the doctors.
Don't worry, folks. We'll be off recording Final Fantasy VII. Go check out that playthrough, which will hopefully be up by the time this is uploaded.
And join us next time for when we look at either Viva Vendetta or Cloud Atlas.
Or Jupiter Ascending.
Or Jupiter Ascending. Either,
Or a nice Disney movie.
Yeah, we'll
Or
watch...
something that doesn't make me induced to
hey,
vomit.
Shiri, we'll watch John Carter...
Twivs!
Lone Ranger... No.
See ya, everybody.
We'll see
We'll
an
watch a
actual
film. See ya.
legit good film.
See it. Hopefully.